Been long awaited and long promised, and finally it's here, and finally I'm here. This is of course that wonderful moment you've been waiting for, the return of the Tarot Show with of course myself, great and glorious, soon to be famous one day, Nick Dutch. I am a professional tarot reader. This is the way in which I make my living. I mean, I do a few other things as well, but like about 90% of all of my living and all of my work and all of my working hours is spent doing this one particular fascinating job which gripped me and enthralled me when I was in my teenage years and has carried me through times that were good and bad and indifferent and everything else, and has led me to this wonderful moment, this climactic point in my existence when I am here prepared to do tarot readings for you here on YouTube, on internet television, on demand. Okay, got my computer set up right there. I'm in the message section right now, so I can just go through them one at a time, and we should be able to just give you a few quick sample readings so you get a feeling for what this wonderful service is about. Remember, I am a professional tarot reader. This is my job. If you want to keep me in my job, if you want to contribute to my living, if you want to buy this service and get a full length reading, the best thing to do is follow the links in the information box below, okay, which will take you to websites and various accounts I've got here, there and everywhere. So that's with Keen, that's with Likeperson, now called Kasumba again, and also with of course PSL Psychic Switchboard Limited, also known as Kooma, alright, K-O-O-M-A, which is both UK and US based now, because like it's gone international. It's like a big, market leader these days. And also I'm planning on getting myself associated with yet another company as well, so we'll see how that goes. Still a bit sort of like in the works at this one particular stage, but we're moving in the next right direction. Now, we got the first reading today from a lady called Janet, okay, and she's actually emailed me from the south coast of France. So she's one of my international viewers, so to speak, from Europe. Well, Europe isn't really international because I'm supposed to be part of the European Union because I'm in the UK, depending upon who you listen to, of course. But anyway, that's my own bit of politics thrown in for you. And her question was quite simply about herself and her boyfriend, and will they be able to get on better as the rest of the year passes on in the future. Let's have a quick look and see what kind of vibrations coming on through here. Okay. Now, I haven't got another camera set up so you can see the cards in front of me, but never mind. Okay, this is still the way in which we're doing things for the moment. We'll do it based upon the standard 8-card relationship reading, but we're not going to do the full 8 cards because we're just trying to focus in on the simple dynamic, okay? Right, general sensation I've got here is in fact looking rather interesting. You've got a curious situation between yourself and your boyfriend. Your boyfriend is rather proud of himself, rather arrogant, and I think his pride gets in the way of like who he can be and what he can be about. He struggles with empathy, but he is someone who wants to learn to become more empathic with you and with the various situations around and about. One of the best signs we've got here, right there, okay, 6 of coins coming out very strongly, often labelled as success. But the strange thing about this one is it's talking about a final, eventual, positive result which is going to occur as a result of hard work. It's very much a strong earth-orientated sign. Earth signs deal with the practical, the rational, the mundane, the solid, the stable. And if you've got sort of like very strong earth signs in a relationship reading, you might be thinking to yourself, well, hang on a second, shouldn't it be all sort of Venusuvial to do with love and emotion? But no, this is describing the variety of love and how it's all going to work out for you as you progress into the future. Alright, this is a portent card. It's a sign of the times that you'll have yet to be, have yet to reach. It's a feeling of look forward to the future and know that it's there. Sure, you can't always be thinking to yourself like, yeah, I mean, everything is clear-cut. No, of course it's not clear-cut. But the other aspects of the earth sign is that it's going to take work, but it's also done so in a very pleasing and positive way. Because your end result, your final result is out there, it's promised, it's prophesied, it's given to you there, nice and strong, nice and bright, nice and wonderful. And everything else will be a question of you and him working together in unity to bring things about. Now, the second inquiry we've got here is coming from Marjorie. Marjorie is located in my own country of the UK, United Kingdom. We had one expat UK person. We now have one person actually in the UK herself. And her inquiry is about her work. She says that she's been working in a salon, doing a wide variety of beauty and hair related treatments. She's getting a bit frustrated with some of the ways that the work has been going, wants to branch off and see whether she can go self-employed. Very big, very exciting time for yourself. Okay, let's have a quick look and see what the reading says. As you can see, I am shuffling thoroughly. Whenever I'm like talking to you like this and you can't see my hands, what I'm doing with them is I am shuffling the cards like crazy to make sure we get a fully, properly randomised result. Then of course there's always the cut, which you can do straight or you can do it with an angle twist, and you add the angle twist so you get some cards upright, some cards reversed. I'm sure you know, you are wonderful students of tarot out there, okay? So what we'll do is we'll do a short progression, we'll just see what kind of energy is coming on through as far as like moving into like the whole self-employed thing is concerned. Here we go. Okay. Some challenges ahead. I've got some of the negative signs which you were talking about there. The negativity is coming out with the other people there. The Hanged Man, alright? Now the Hanged Man is essentially a significator of treachery or negativity coming from other people. It's not totally treacherous, it's not total betrayal, but it can speak of a certain level of unpleasant activities from other people who don't properly understand what they're doing or why they're doing it. So they're projecting their inability to work upon yourself and therefore making it harder for you to do your job. Now you need to be amongst more professional people, or as you so rightly said, you do need to go self-employed. So maybe doing a bit of mobile work for you know, both the hair and the nails and all that kind of stuff would also help you. I'm getting this kind of impression of you doing work with aromatherapy oils at some point in the future. So that's something else you might want to look into, possibly even moving away from beauty into the healing arts and doing some courses on that, studying that and incorporating that much more into your life so that some really rather good long-term positives can start to come your way. Alright, so there you go. Okay, the next inquiry we've got is from Jack, and Jack is, I'm calling him Jack, that's not his real name, okay, because he's wanted me to keep his name, you know, totally anonymous. You can do that when you're sending your request through via private message on this channel, okay? You can do that and just tell me, just don't read out my first name, don't read out my name here, well, it's totally kept anonymous, and I will do that for you. He's got a complex situation associated with an ex of his who's been trying to come back into his life, and he's struggling as to whether that would actually be a good thing to do, because there was love there, but there was also some negative behaviour from the other individual, and so he's thinking about whether it would actually work out well. Right, here we go. As I said before, shuffling like crazy. I want to make sure it's a totally randomised, totally clear sample, okay? Here we go. Right, bit of negativity there for you, I'm afraid. We've got some signs of sorrow, signs of sadness. Yeah, in this reading I've always been bringing out, or in this video I've only been bringing out like the negative signs first, because I wanted to do that. Now these signs aren't always negative. It depends upon the energy of the interpretation, it depends upon the whole power of what I'm receiving, it depends upon the question, it depends upon many things, okay? And every single sign, every single card, it all has like a million different interpretations depending upon what's going on. In this particular case, I feel you're dealing with someone who needs to do a bit of growth. Right, there's just this sense of not working out well for you two together if you were to carry on along that track. So my recommendation there is think about things in a different way, different point of view. We've got very powerful, very optimistic signs coming through for you though as far as a romantic connection. But the strange thing is, this is also with somebody else that you know of. Alright? So it's not the ex that you've been asking me about today. This is another individual, someone who's also known to you, who you can connect with and connect with in a much more positive way. That was a very strong sign of success and love and affection, stability and celebration that I had there. And celebration, when it comes out in the tarot spread, is often a promise of something much bigger coming your way that'll be in keeping with your desires. Okay? And there goes my phone, which is telling me that now time is up. And if you want to request a reading, then by all means send me a private message through on this channel, and I'll be more than happy to help and oblige. Alright? Speak to you very, very soon. God bless.